So I talked about this yesterday in a video a little bit. I'm going to talk about it in more detail today because people are still talking about this and laughing about it. And I think some of the jokes are really funny. So I want to go over them and make a little video about it, a little fun video, because it's fun to talk about Kotaku. Not anything that they've written that's serious, just the fact that the website's a complete and utter joke. Nobody takes Kotaku serious. Except other sites like VGC. They take it quite serious because they don't like to see people joking around in the video game community. It's very bad. Very, very bad to joke around in the video game community. So VGC, the white knights that they are, jump up to Kotaku's defense. So the reason that they're getting defensive is because of this thing called MAGfest. They decided to poke fun at Kotaku. So they had this sign up. If you've ever been to a convention, there's tons of shit going on, usually. I would hope so, because, it's part of the price that you pay to get in. And they have these arrows here. Go this way for a CGC, this way for a D&D Adventure Lounge, this way for D&D free play simulations, or that way. And at the end, they have Kotaku's journalistic integrity at a 404 not found, which is hilarious because it's true. They don't have any journalistic integrity. They're shitty. Probably one of the worst gaming sites I think there is. Who goes to Kotaku for serious gaming news? Nobody goes there. I don't even think they do walkthroughs. But you know what they do though? Articles about the fact that Spider-Man works with the police in his video game. Or they also will write an article about the best ways to use a butt plug that vibrates with a video game. It's a trash website. I don't know how it stays funded. No one goes there for money. No one. I don't see advertisers using them very much because why would you? Nobody actually goes there. So what a waste of money that is. And that's what it's all about, are the advertising dollars. That's how they make their money. And they pay people a lot of money. I think the minimum salary there for a journalist is $50,000 a year. So I don't know how this site stays afloat. I would have thought they would have closed years ago, but somebody must be slipping them money under the pockets or under the table and into their pockets. Or somebody's using it as a money laundering website. I don't know. What I do know is the people that work there got incredibly butthurt about this jab. Incredibly butthurt. Like this, the Danny DeVito Shrine is back this year at MAGfest. And people are placing cards and pictures of him there. I think that's kind of funny. And then this, eye rolls, journalistic integrity. I thought the internet found it hilarious because it's true. Everybody knows Kotaku's a shitty website. So now, they ended up pulling this down, which they should have never done. They should have left this up. Who would be scared of Kotaku? This is what I find funny. Well, I guess people in the industry are scared because they do regularly try to cancel people in the industry and sometimes succeed because they have shitty websites like Reset Era behind them. It's like a mafia of shitty people that regulate successful people. So they take it down, and it's because of this. Here's a writer. Hey, this sucks. What's the deal, MAGfest? And then they say, we're just making a joke. We took it down, and it didn't stop there. We got this guy. Ooh, look at that picture. Gamergate dog whistling is about the last thing I expected to see at this show. Very disappointed in the organization for displaying this. I'm on the hook for 2 talks here that I was excited to give, and this has made me lose steam. I've been told the sign is gone now. I get it. They're mad about an article from a year ago, but I totally forgot about that, and I'm sure others did too. For me, as a casual observer, this was Kotaku in action, and it made me feel gross for being here. A lot of people are mad at Kotaku because they live to destroy people's lives for not getting into the group thing. Big yikes for the people running MAGfest. Are there a bunch of Gamergate people? We're making a joke. So the internet right now is just roasting the shit out of them. And I think it's beautiful. They've been trending for like 2 days. Too late. The journals will be at it soon. This is from Reenie. This one right here. Where's the lie? At Kotaku themselves don't even try to hide it. Here's a few examples. Exhibit A. That one time they made an article entirely about a developer's race instead of the actual problem he was presenting to them, ticking the dev in question off. Black Dev says it's a high probability Doctor Strange sequel fight scene copied his game. And then there's what he had to say. Personally, I'm not a fan of stringing random words together and making shit up and calling it journalism, but to each their own, especially if you are Kotaku. And then here's an article that they wrote. Stray falls into the usual Orientalism pitfalls of the cyberpunk genre. This is one from Penny Parker. Kotaku is the most corrupt entertainment site in history. And in a world where Bleeding Cool, Comics Beat, and the Mary Sue exist, that's saying a lot. Nobody should be apologizing to them or for them. And then here's another one making fun of the Stray thing. Here's Tug dunking on him. Got this one. Kotaku writers should need to wear badges identifying themselves outdoors so they can be laughed at. So it says it's ethical to make fun of them. Hey, Kotaku, if you don't want people mocking your lack of journalistic integrity, maybe try having some journalistic integrity. Go effing figure, you people would have the shakes at mild jabs. Just found this photo of the Kotaku crew 8 years ago. Let's take a look. Is that Jason Schreier? Did he work there? I don't remember. Wow. Sure looks like a fun party to go to, doesn't it? Here's one with a bunch of headlines. I love these. Diablo Immortal is far too good to be free. Pokemon Go's eggs aren't loot boxes. They're fun presents. How Diablo 3's always-on internet requirement makes it a better game. Please free me from the bad takes about China's gaming restrictions. Wow. Big journalists. I like this one. You can always mock Kotaku. It's morally correct. Here's Neon from Clownfish TV, great guy, pointing out that nobody even watches Kotaku on YouTube. Why is everybody in the gaming industry so damned afraid of pissing them off? It's true. Look at this. That's sad. I love these. Here's some more. I went over this one in my video yesterday, so I'll just go over these ones. Like this is what they put out. I wish people would more highlight the butt plug one because I think that one's the most hilarious. They actually have articles about the best way to use butt plugs. I think it was with Animal Crossing. I don't remember the exact game, but it's a real article that exists. A real article that exists. One of Steam's biggest games last month was a police simulator. Not worrying at all. Yeah, make a whole article about it. Here's a good one right here. At E3, Soul Calibur's objectified women felt like a relic of the past. I mean, you can find so many of these, and I love that people are taking their own headlines and using it against them to point out, yes, Kotaku, you're a joke. I love it. And that's what needs to happen when these kinds of things happen. You take their own stuff and use it. Because Kotaku has endless amounts of stuff that you can make fun of. Because they are a joke. And yes, they don't have any journalistic integrity. They don't have any at all. So I think it's warranted here. And MAGfest would have had a big W if they would have kept that down. And I get why they took it down. I do. Because Kotaku, they can't take a joke. When these people are on here saying they can't take a joke, they're right. They would have launched a relentless campaign against MAGfest. They would have went after sponsors. They would have went after everything that they could to get that thing shut down so that next year they would crawl for forgiveness and beg, all that stuff. Other websites would have helped them make that happen. But I think they could have gotten through it. It sucks that they bent the knee. The bigger problem is Kotaku. Kotaku is a joke. And the gaming sphere, the community, everything will be better when they go out of business. Because they literally exist to patrol gamers and developers. Just like this meme here says, where was the one? Well, it took off, it refreshed, but it was the robot guy saying no fun allowed here. I think it's from the Sonic comic. And it's right. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, comment below, check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.